Kurdish forces on the offensive, determined to secure the significant gains they say they've made against ISIL in the Sinjar mountains. Their latest victory, they say, has been the retaking of the town of Sinjar at the foot of the Sinjar mountains. It's where at least 1,000 families from the Yazidi community are taking refuge. They've been under siege for more than 2 months. The retaking of their town by the Kurdish fighters means they can now return to their homes. But ISIL fighters dispute the Peshmerga's claim. They insist they're still in Sinjar. Kurdish forces also claim they've gained nearly 700 square kilometers of what was ISIL-held territory along the route between Zuma and Mount Sinjar.
This is an operation that happened under the auspices of the President Barzani himself to move from Zumar all the way to Mount Sinjar to liberate a vast area of Kurdistan and also to be able to rescue those Yazidi people that are trapped on Mount Sinjar.
Kurdish forces say they've gained nearly 700 square kilometers of what was ISIL-held territory along the route between Zumar and Mount Sinjar. This opens a way for stranded families to leave, but they have to navigate through landmines planted by ISIL fighters. This is the village of Koban, about 50 kilometers from Sinjar. Burned-out houses and bullet-riddled walls are everywhere, evidence of the fierce fighting that took place here. Kurdish forces say they are now marching towards ISIL's main military base in the city of Tal Afar. But they say there is a limit to what they can achieve on their own.
We do not want Peshmergas to be the only ones going into the areas to have some political ramifications. Liberation of Mosul will require participation of Arab forces, especially the Iraqi government military.
Sources here in Erbil say that more than 8,000 Peshmerga fighters were involved in the operation to break the siege of the Sinjar mountains. But knowing how fast ISIL could change its tactics in the battlefield, their commanders say that the fight for Sinjar could still be far from over. On the other front line of Ramadi, the battle for the strategic city is getting more intense. Parts of the city lie in ruins, the result of frequent shelling for most of the last year. Airstrikes by coalition forces have also caused damage here. Like the rest of Anbar province, there are regular battles on the city's deserted streets between militias loyal to ISIL and the Iraqi government forces. Troops from the Iraqi Army's Golden Battalion are leading the onslaught from the government side. Many people displaced by the fighting accuse the battalion of using excessive force and destroying their homes. The forces argue that most houses are either being used by ISIL or are laden with explosives. Those who own those houses know it will take a long time for the fighting to stop, and even longer before they return to their homes. Mohammed, Adow, Jazeera, Erbil, northern Iraq.